Is it like equal? It looks so good.
How do we know when it's cooked?
You don't. We just have to use our instinct. Okay, so this week on Only Thing, we're in Dalat and I'm joined by my good friend Sam. And we're getting some barbecue and we're just gonna chit-chat. Just chit-chat about life. So I think we just have to wait for this barbecue to cook.
I just wonder how do we know when it's done?
Oh, thank you. We also got some combination
combo rice.
Combo rice. We love a combo rice.
We love a combo rice. I have so many bowls in front of me.
So many. Okay.
I'm gonna try it. Do you think it has garlic in it?
Yes, I hope so. Kind of looks like there's bacon on it, though it's probably.
It's not gluten friendly. I have no idea how long it's supposed to take.
I don't know. So what brings you to Asia?
Me?
No.
You?
Me?
No, I have a little 3-week lull between jobs, so I wanted to come to Asia. It was either Asia or Greece.
Really? One of my friends is going to Greece in November.
I want to go to Greece really badly.
Have you been before?
Yeah. But I describe Greece, like my preconceived notion of Greece is very patio.
Very patio.
And so I don't want to do patio alone.
We love a patio. Yeah, Greece is nice, but Asia's better in my opinion.
Vietnam is very patio.
Very patio. So what are your first thoughts on Asia?
Well, this part of Asia is neato. I like it. It's very loud. It smells like gasoline. But people are really nice. I feel really safe here.
Yeah, right?
You feel way safer than I would have ever imagined.
I've never felt unsafe in Asia before. And this is your third time in Asia?
Yeah.
So where were you before?
So my first time, I was a youngin. I was 15 or 16. I went to Japan, which I feel like I was a bit too young.
And that was with like a school trip thing? Or like a transfer?
Yeah, it was just like a transfer program, so it wasn't through school. So I was essentially by myself with this family, which was like very intense for someone who's like not cultured at all.
And had you done traveling before that?
No, that was my first trip.
And what did you like best about Japan?
There was a lot of sightseeing. I love the sea the best.
The sea?
Yeah, I puked when I was there because I ate fries, like a ton of fish and fries, and then went for a run down the beach, which is very on brand.
Classic.
Went for a run down the beach and then puked endlessly. So that was fun. They were really into fireworks there too. Like we had fireworks in the backyard like every night, so that was fun. It was so humid. The humidity was worse there. I found that was the most humid place I've ever been.
And then you went to China last year? Last year, 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
That's crazy. Holy cow.
Forever. Loved it. That was my favorite country I've ever been to.
And that was for school as well?
Same thing though. I was in Shanghai for a whole month and I feel like I saw none of Shanghai. It was just like endless things to do. I was lucky too because I met other like students there that were like Chinese and they showed me around. They knew all the tricks of the trade, so that was really helpful.
What's like the #1 reason why you like traveling, do you think?
Oh my god, that was hard.
Because you've been to other places as well, right? Like me and Sam back in 2014, when we were kind of just only knew each other for a year or so, randomly met up in Bolivia. We happened to be there at the same time, and we saw that I had posted something on Facebook, and then you saw it.
And I was like, I'm there.
Yeah.
And then we met each other at a bar.
We loved that. And then I think we saw each other again in La Paz, didn't we? Maybe? Or maybe I just saw Catherine.
No, I just saw Catherine.
Yeah.
Something again.
Yeah, why travel though? If you were to say, what's the only thing that matters about travel? What would be the only thing that matters about travel?
Like food.
Right? I think food is like the #1 thing for me for traveling.
Yeah.
Getting to eat delicious food.
And like wandering. I've done a lot of my trips alone just because I'm like with someone.
Same.
And so like being scared like shitless half the time is fine. It's not like, this trip is way more relaxing because I'm with another person. Normally I'm not very relaxed though.
Is there one meal that was like life-changing
Yes.
for you? What was it?
I'll never know what it was called though. It was in China, under my dorm. There's this like little place. No idea what it was called, no idea what the spice was, just like randomly had it. And it was life-changing. And I've never tasted anything close to it.
Do you know like what it was made up of?
It had rice in it, and it had vegetables in it, and it had like, I think it had like shaved pork or something.
Oh yeah.
Which sounds very typical, but it was
Sounds like it'd be any meal in Asia.
yeah, but it wasn't. Like they put something in there, magic sauce, and it was amazing. I had it 3 times, and it was so filling.
I don't know if there's one meal that necessarily stands out super well for me.
That one I'll always remember, because I feel like I'm never gonna have it again. Well, I am gonna have it again. I'm gonna go all the way back to that place.
There was one meal I had in Thailand, which didn't necessarily stand out for a good reason, but I asked, it was like my first week of being in Thailand, first time I was in Asia, and I asked for them to give me a curry, like Thai spicy, so basically as spicy as they could make it, and I remember feeling like I was hallucinating, like I was sweating, everything was kind of like going light, I couldn't really see. It was the spiciest thing I've ever had in my life, without a doubt. It was crazy.
I surprisingly, until this trip, whenever I ate, my stomach was fine. Until this trip.
Someone who always has a bad GI tract, I'm constantly sick. But actually this trip, I've been relatively okay so far. There's been a few, like, oh my god moments of sprinting to a bathroom, but nothing too crazy. You had though, like, I feel like you had like a bug or something, because you had the cramps and everything.
A 3-day hangover. This is smoking in my face.
Is there,
like,
yeah, is this?
I think I'm burning something. Do I put it on there?
Sure.
Those are burnt.
Is that, I think this is okra. Ladyfingers, okra.
You didn't ask that?
Shit.
Oh, that's for sure cut.
Is it?
I don't know.
Watch us just get like
That's
worse shits. We have ladyfingers. Can you see? How do beauty gurus do this? It's not working. Ladyfingers. I'm gonna taste a ladyfinger with me.
There's so many octopus things.
I love octopus.
It's gonna be hot.
Taste one.
Is it just a veg?
Yeah. Think it.
Cheers. Oh, that's good.
Crunchy, spicy. Yeah, so what do we think is all on this mix?
I think it's, I swear to God it's not mixed, it's where it's all seafood.
It's what? All seafood? I think she said there's like pork and stuff too though, didn't she?
That could be pork.
I think maybe there's pork, looks like some squid, some shrimp. I'm not sure what else. Where is your favorite city or spot you've ever visited?
I loved Normandy.
Normandy? Oh.
It was like
Very World War
2 of me.
2? 1?
1, 2. 2.
D-Day. 2? I thought that was 1.
1.
I have no idea. We love the education system.
I never took a history class. I I took social studies.
I had history at my high school, so I took history, but clearly I don't remember where or when D-Day was. Normandy, eh? Why did you like it so much?
No, I remember I went there and it was like 72 years anniversary. And that was like in 2017, so it would have been World War II.
World War II.
When I went there, it was super emotional, which I wasn't expecting, and it was quiet. I saw like no other people there.
Really?
And then I had to hitchhike home because I missed my bath.
How long were you there for?
A few days, and it was just like I stayed in this small little French town I can't even remember the name of.
Is Normandy a town, a city?
No, you like go there to visit, yeah. And then there was a town I stayed near. And the thing is, I didn't love France because I found people really creepy there and they would just like follow you around, but I did not feel as safe there. But Normandy was my favorite place I've ever like visited.
And what made it so special?
It was just quiet. It was so quiet. And the beaches went like forever. And it was so crazy. Like the final resting place of like all these soldiers. I was like, man, that is a real peaceful resting place if I've ever been to one. And you go and it's amazing. Like the feeling I just like can't describe. And then the town I stayed in was like, it was so cute. I was like, I could live here if I could speak French. And I never went to the south of France, and I feel like it was way different. But north, and there was like no tourists there.
Interesting.
And they had like there was like a lighthouse, and there was a running path that went like forever along the ocean one way, and then the beach went forever along the other way.
Huh. That sounds beautiful.
It was so beautiful, and I had like the most amazing little Airbnb. It was like a whole like little apartment all to myself.
I've only ever been to the south of France, and it's for like a week or two. We went to Nice and Menton and Cannes and Aix-en-Provence. It was very nice, very gorgeous, very like Mediterranean vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice.
North almost felt like maritime-y.
Oh, really?
But better, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so Sam is currently removing most of the meat. This is also only half of our barbecue, and there's still another big plate full of meat and veggies. So just for
so much.
That's okay. Just for your understanding, so we got this mixed barbecue plate, and there's gonna be like 2 big plates of meat and veggies for 200,000 dong, which Canadian is like 18,000 to 1 dong, so whatever that is, like 12 bucks maybe. And then our mixed rice we have is I think 50 or 60,000 dong, so like 2, 3, 4 bucks, something like that. So really affordable overall.
I'd have so much more money if this was what it was like.
Yeah, look at you. Look at that angle. Wow, what an angle.
Such a little cook girl.
Oh shit. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that first. Okay, too bad we ate most of the rice.
But I mean, it was too delicious not to. I think I'm just gonna like grab it now.
You're not gonna put it in a little cup?
No. This is, I think, I wanna say this is pork.
Look at his leg.
Ooh.
No!
Is there a meal you've had while traveling that was just like so unbelievably disgusting?
When I was in Japan, they gave me corn soup, which is just like hot water with corn every morning. And as like a 15-year-old, not into it. I'm trying to think.
What was the meal that you just had in Singapore?
Oh. That was it. I forgot that happened. I blocked it in my memory. I don't know what it was. I thought it was chicken, and it wasn't. I was walking around this market, and it was like, oh my god, something in this market smells disgusting. So I was wandering around, but I was like, whatever. And then I got something to eat, and I literally ordered what I was smelling.
That's horrible. What did it smell like? What did it smell like? If you could describe it.
Like I can't even, like garbage mixed with like sweaty genitals. Yeah.
Sounds like my personal brand. We love that.
Like rotting. And it was chewy. Like, you're like, yeah.
I hate when mystery meat is chewy. It's like too chewy to be meat, so you know it's got to be like some sort of organ or something that in North America we don't generally eat. And there's nothing wrong with that, and you know, eating all of the animal, that's great. I just need to be warned ahead of time.
It's like when you eat chicken feet. It's all cartilage, which is like a texture I've never eaten before. It wasn't necessarily bad.
Yeah, it's just unexpected.
I should have expected it. Oopsie, it fell. Wants to look at me more.
Even yesterday, we came for supper here to the market, and
We had a lot of misses.
yeah, a lot of misses. I had oh my god.
Oh my god, it's like something crunchy in here.
Okay, we need to fix this. This is like, don't buy these fucking Joby Gorilla Pods. They're absolute garbage trash.
This is full of bone.
Full of bones. Like, so am I. This is so annoying. Oh my god. Okay, there you go. Full of bones. Which one was it? Was it the porkish looking one or?
Pork or beef?
The squid is dynamite.
Does.
Really fucking good. Last night we were here and I got, oh, they ate fast. Holy cow. Our neighbors were eating rice and they ate fucking fast. They also barely ate any of it. And I ordered chicken barbecue sticks. It was for sure gizzards, which I don't mind the taste of gizzards. Once again, it was just like unexpected.
They're just intestines. I love intestines.
So, where's on your like travel list? Where do you want to go? What's the next hot spot?
I honestly want to go to Thailand next.
Thailand?
Or Central.
Yeah.
Or Europe. I want to go everywhere. What about you?
Well, after this Southeast Asia moment that I'm having this year, I really want to go to...
No, I need a water.
Water? Do you want water?
Yeah, I need water.
I would love to spend some time in New Zealand, but it's just so expensive.
Yeah.
I really want to do Eastern Europe, I think, like Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro, Bosnia, Herzegovina, all of those random places. I think that'd be really cool. And it's still relatively cheap. Not as cheap as here, but...
Oh my god, there's so many bones. Where is this bone?
Really? Is it bone or is it cartilage?
It's literally a bone.
I haven't had any bones yet. She's been boneless in Seattle.
Look at that. That's all bone.
Sometimes meat has bones.
Hey, that's also a bone.
This food is good though, despite it being
I actually
filled with bones. I've had no bones yet. Do we need to flip these? What's your favorite thing you've eaten so far right here on this little meal?
the little squid leg.
Yeah, the squid's really good. I think this is probably done if you want to sure. It's been on there for a long time. If you could pick anyone in the world to go traveling with, it could be someone you know, someone in your family, friend, it could be a famous person, dead or alive.
Oh my god.
Who would you want to go traveling with, and why?
Honestly, I want to go traveling with you for a long time.
Oh.
Dreams come true.
Right? Okay, like other than the obvious answer, which is me.
And yeah. I don't know.
Have you traveled much with your family?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think me and my sisters would be like...
Would you be good travelers or would you bicker? No, you...
I feel like we could do like New Brunswick because we were born there. Like a reunion trip. We always talk about that.
Yeah, I've done a few like family trips with my siblings. I've done one with my sister Susie, and that was really fun. We went to Thailand with our friend. I don't know how I'd be with all of my siblings, but I think we'd have fun.
Who would you say? Anybody, dead or alive?
Dead or alive. Well, I know I'm very late to the train, and it's only been since this trip that I started watching Anthony Bourdain. But like, Anthony Bourdain, what a cool guy. So that would be really neat. And he's like down and dirty, likes eating at all the street stalls and all of that, which I really like. I don't need to be bougie. I like being bougie, but I don't need to be bougie when I travel.
You know, it'd be fun to travel with the man tracker.
Oh. Yeah. From OLN.
Can you imagine, like, if you put him in a different scenario?
Yeah. Oh my god, Man Tracker. I used to watch Man Tracker all the time when I was in university. It'd be Man Tracker and Ghost Hunters was always on at our house.
He always caught them.
Always.
But it was so unfair because they were on feet and he was on a horse.
That's true. But they did get look at that little shrimperoonie. They did get a head start at least. Didn't they? Isn't that how that worked?
Yeah. I think it's how would you catch them?
Yeah.
You're both on feet.
Is there anywhere that you don't think you'd ever want to visit? Whether it's for like political reasons or the people or it just doesn't really look like your jam. Oh my god, have I ever peeled a shrimp before? This is so embarrassing.
Where's somewhere I've no desire to go? Watch me think. I don't know, there's nowhere like war-torn. Like, I probably wouldn't want to go to like a war-torn country.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there's anywhere that I would say I would never go.
Yeah.
There's places that are like a little bit more dangerous that I'm like, I guess a little bit more hesitant to go. There's also
Maybe you would never go alone.
That I would never go alone? Yeah, I mean I'd never do like Iraq. Or like, I mean I probably would never go. Oh my god, this freaking camera. So I do a lot of solo travel, obviously.
Yeah.
But okay.
Oh, she's telling me it's done.
We're failing in our job.
Everything's burnt. Yes. We're getting too distracted.
We're getting very distracted. We're too involved in conversation.
Oh my god, oh leg. She probably needs the thing.
This queen. Oh, look, more oil. Okay, so we're getting the last of our meat put onto the hot plate thing.
We're not doing it.
Not doing it. Thank you. Come on. Ooh, look at this big squid moment. Yeah, I think I'd pretty much go anywhere.
Yeah.
It depends on how safe it is. One of the things that I often think about too is like, what's your feelings on gay people? And that might make me a little more cautious. I don't know necessarily if I would completely not go, but oh, there's some interesting textures happening in this one.
Yeah, that was a big piece.
I'm not sure what was in that one. There were some crunchies.
Bones.
Some uncertain crunchies. why do you think so many people travel? People who have the opportunity to, and the means. Why do you,
Instagram.
The Instagram. The Instagram is major important. Or better question, why do you think there's some people who have the means but just like choose not to travel at all? Who people in Saskatchewan that's like haven't left the province, or they just go to.
I think some people are scared. You know, everyone like at a point you were like, oh, I wish I could travel. Like I wish. I like used to be like that, and normally I'm just like I have people my age, like friends that are like 24, and they're like, oh, I wish I could travel. I'm like, you can.
I've never understood that sentiment. People, like if you have...
I think it maybe might be like a scare thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe a little freaky.
And traveling by yourself is scary. But if you have the means to, like if you have... Financially you're doing okay. Anybody can travel. I think so many people too are scared of work and jobs and figuring that out. And granted, I've been very lucky with the work that I've been given, and I still get to do some work while I'm traveling, which is helping me pay for my travel.
Yeah.
Even if that wasn't the case, even if it was, you know, a week or two holidays at a time to somewhere other than the norm. So, you know, try something new. If you really like Mexico, give Guatemala a try.
Yeah.
Or if you really like Vegas, go try out Macau in Asia.
I guess it's like a farther hike.
Yeah. I do think people will get like very comfortable with what they're doing.
Yeah.
Don't get scared of flights and time and all that. If you have the time to do it and if you have the money to do it, give it a try. You never know. That's what I always like to say.
Such a travel queen.
Such a travel queen. I'm starting to get very full.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's because I was so bloated before we came. I don't know why I was bloated. Maybe from all the candy. We were eating a lot of candy earlier today.
You needed candy.
We deserved candy. Yeah. You could give one piece of advice to someone who's maybe a little bit unsure of whether they should go solo traveling. What would you say your piece of advice for them would be?
If you can and you want to and they're scared, I'd say like find someone who's done it. Because I feel like that's always who convinces you. It's someone who's done it before.
Because once you actually get out there and you're alone, it is hard and it does get lonely, but you learn a lot about yourself and you get put in situations where you just have to sort your life out. You have no option, like you have to go find food because you need food to survive, so you're just gonna go out of your way to go figure out how to order something at a restaurant even if they don't speak any English, because you have to. Or, you know, you end up at a train station and you don't know how to get to your hostel or whatever. You just figure it out because you have to.
I remember sleeping on the side of the road in Brussels, trying to get to Paris. And just for security reasons, they shut everything down at night. And my bus arrived in Brussels at 2 a.m. And it was pouring rain, and I sat on the curb until 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Just waiting for my bus, which is a travel low. But it's like, you know,
It's all part of
it's
the
like good
experience.
character building too.
Totally.
And like, the other thing too is like, I think sometimes people get freaked out by like the safety factor, but I feel like everywhere is like honestly, like anything can happen anywhere.
Totally.
Like you just gotta be,
You just have to be smart.
yeah.
To do your best to like alleviate any possible issues that might arise,
Yeah.
but it's so true. Literally anything could happen anywhere at any time.
Like I said, my most uncomfortable experience was in Paris. And I've been to Bolivia and Peru and Vietnam, and my most uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I was it's fine because I was aware of what was happening. I need bread.
You need bread?
Bread.
They might have some.
The bread right there.
Okay, we're getting close. We've almost eaten all of our food. Almost, not really. We still have a handful left. Like, what is this? I feel like this is going to be one of the pieces that is heavy on the bones. Why does it have so many long strings coming out?
Is it a tentacle?
I can't tell if it's a tentacle or if it's like an organ.
I don't really want an organ right now.
I'm not really into the organ.
I keep missing my mouth. I've dropped so many foods.
There's another one that was had some curious textures in it.
Wash it out. I feel like this is just like all organs left.
Yeah, heavy on the organ. A little bit of squid, a couple shrimps. So we're finishing up our food. How was it?
A lot of meat.
It was heavy on the meat, and you said explicitly, "Oh, I don't want a lot of meat tonight," and then it was purely meat.
And it was purely meat. It's okay.
My card filled up, which is why it stopped. What are you most looking forward to now for the rest of the trip?
Oh boy. Well, we're gonna go see waterfalls tomorrow.
Yeah.
We love a good waterfall.
We love a good
We have a
waterfall.
private driver because we are millionaires.
We are absolute millionaires.
And then we're going. Where are we going? Moyne. Another little beachy city with lots of stuff to do. We have a pool, so excited to do that. I'm excited for the pool next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It'll be really fun.
Thanks for chatting and eating barbecue with me.
It was really good.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at AJChristopher. And until next time, what's the only thing that matters to you? Bye.
Food.
Food.